Hey guys, it's me, Devin, and today I am filming my Booktube-a-thon TBR. If you guys don't know, the Booktube-a-thon is a reading marathon taking place here on YouTube, and this year it is from July 14th, which is tomorrow, to July 21st. Basically at 12 a.m. on the 14th, you begin reading and you stop reading at 12 p.m. on the 20th. So right as it turns the 21st, you stop reading. Ariel Bissett has created a YouTube channel for this Booktube-a-thon, and I will leave that link in the description below. If you guys have any questions or want to know what it is and what's going to be going on, there are going to be different hosts for each day. There's going to be Twitter sprints, and she has a video explaining what Twitter sprints are. And this year, she has brought back challenges, which I'm so happy about. Basically, there's going to be 7 challenges, so you pick a book based on each challenge. And then this year, she's also doing 7 video challenges. Every day when you post your reading status, you also have to do a challenge as well. So I'm going to go through the books I am reading, and I hope you guys are joining in, and let's get started. The first challenge is to read a book with pictures in it. Now, as going through my shelf over there, I realized I don't really have any books with pictures in them. I do have one nonfiction book that does have a few pictures in it, but I wasn't in the mood to read nonfiction. So I was going to go to the library to get a graphic novel or something, but then I realized, wait, in my June book haul, I did get a book that had pictures in it. And that book is The Arithmetist by Brandon Sanderson. This one I recently got last month, and as you're reading it, there are different pictures, and there's also like little monster things. So I cannot wait to start this one. I've heard great things, and hopefully I enjoy it. The second challenge is to start and finish a series. I own on my shelf, I think, 3 series that are completed from start to finish. And I was going through them, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not really in the mood for any of those. But there was one series that I owned 3 of the 4 books, so I figured I'll just read that series, and I'll get the book that I need at the library. And that series is the Dark Guardian series by Rachel Hawthorne. This is a werewolf quartet book, so there's 4 books. I own book 1, 3, and 4. The second book, which is called Full Moon, I will be getting from the library tomorrow morning. So that one, I'll be able to marathon the whole series. These should be easy to get through. They're each about 260 pages, give or take. So this will knock out 4 books. Challenge number 3 is to read a book with red on the cover. For this one, I do have a lot of different books that have red on it, but I figured I have The Arithmetist, which is a bigger book, and then I have a 4-book series, so I needed something quick and easy to get through. So for this one, I chose Boy on the Bridge by Natalie Standiford. This is a contemporary novel that takes place in Russia during the Cold War, and it's basically about a girl who spends her summer in Russia for some sort of school program, and then she meets this boy named Aliosh. I'm not even going to pronounce it, but she meets this boy, and it's a really short little romance. It's only about 250 pages, and I've already started it. If you can see my little tab right there. So this will be one of those books I pick up in between the books. That way I don't get too much into a reading slump. So this one's my pick for that. Challenge number 4 is to have someone else pick a book for you. Originally, I was going to have my friend Tony come over and look at my shelf to pick out a book for me, but I realized, yeah, I have like 80 books, and it's going to take a while because I'm going to keep asking what each book's about. So I gave him 5 choices. Each choice was a different genre, and those choices were Blood Ninja, which is paranormal, Article 5, which is dystopian, Archived, which is fantasy, Promise of Amazing, which is contemporary, and Alienated, which is science fiction. So he asked me to explain briefly what each book was about, and out of those books, he decided to pick Alienated by Melissa Landertz. This is a science fiction story following a girl who has a foreign exchange student program, kinda. She is the host of it. Her and her family are the first host ever, and they basically take in an alien boy. You heard that right. It's an alien foreign exchange program. So this boy comes from a different planet, and they have to let him live in their house, and all this stuff goes down. I've heard amazing things about it from Sasha from a Bookatopia, so I'm really hoping I love it. And the second book is also coming out really soon, so if I finish this, I'm gonna grab that right away. So plus, look at this cover. It's really pretty, right? It's like raised, and it goes all the way around. Those are my favorite covers. Challenge number 5 is to pick a book from a genre you've read the least this year. Now, I haven't read that many books this year, and they're kind of evenly spread out. The one genre that I haven't read at all this year was historical fiction, and for that book I've chosen Destiny's Path by Freeland Jones. This book is a historical fantasy book. Follows this girl named Branwen, I believe. Branwen? Yeah. And this is the second book in a series. It takes place back, like, past medieval times, I believe, during, like, the Anglo-Saxon era. That's all I really know. I'll put a date for about when this takes place on the screen or in the description bar below. But I've already started this. I'm that much in. I'm like 100 pages in. And I really do like it. I just put it down because I was reading something else and I never got the chance to pick it back up. And this is part of a 4-book series. So once I finish this, I will be ordering the 3rd book from bookoutlet.com where I found it. And then I'll be continuing the series until the 4th book. So this one sounds cool. Challenge number 6 is to read a book-to-movie adaptation. For this challenge, I was going to read Howl's Moving Castle and then watch the movie because it's one of my top 3 favorite Hayao Miyazaki films. And it's at the library right now, but of course the library is closed on Sunday and it didn't come in until Saturday and I had work yesterday. So I couldn't pick it up. So I'm going to be reading and watching that movie, but I decided to pick up another book. I decided to do 2 books for this challenge because I finally found a book on my shelf that I own. And that book is Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist by Rachel Conan and David Levithan. I recently got this book from the library sale, and it actually has a sticker saying that it was turned into a movie back in 2008. So I've seen bits and pieces of the movie. I figured I'd read this too to add to my reading pile. It's only about 180 pages. Hopefully I'll pick this up. If not, you'll definitely see a Howl's Moving Castle review when Booktube-a-thon's done. So this is my pick. And challenge number 7 is to read 7 books and or 300 pages a day average. If you guys weren't keeping track, because I sure wasn't, I had to count again. These are all the books that I'm going to be reading during the Booktube-a-thon, plus 1 or 2 more, depending on if I read this one instead of Howl's Moving Castle. But there are 4 books in this series, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll be trying to read 9 books, so I'm hoping I can do that. They all seem like really good books. And I'll be happy to get rid of some of the books that I own and put them on my shelf. That way my TBR list gets better. So those were all the books that I am reading for the Booktube-a-thon. I hope you guys are able to join in. This isn't specifically for YouTube. I joined it last year and I didn't have a YouTube channel then. So even if you don't have a Booktube channel, you can join in. Like I said, I'm going to leave a link in the bar for the YouTube channel for this Booktube-a-thon so you guys can figure out what exactly it entails. I hope you guys do join. It is a really fun event. There's going to be reading sprints. There's going to be giveaways. So I hope you guys join. I hope you guys have an awesome day. And I will see you soon with another video. Happy readings. Bye.